Hello and welcome to the acceptance ladder. The acceptance ladder is one of the lessons that we do in the course Emotional Peace, and it has to do with the technique that is in and around the concept of psychological flexibility. Now, psychological flexibility is a concept that Dr. Stephen Hayes talks about with his program of Acceptance Commitment Therapy, ACT, or it can also be known as Acceptance Commitment Training, depending on what context it's in. Now, the acceptance ladder, this is a tool that was developed by us at Compass Recovery Coaching. And we take that concept of psychological flexibility and we apply it to our experiences, our emotions, our thoughts, and take a look at how do we work with the unwanted ones. Because acceptance is easy to do when we're dealing with something that we like or something that we want. Because, well, frankly, we want it. But what happens when we have to accept something that we don't like? When we accept something that we don't want? And how do we do it in a way that empowers us instead of looking at it like we're a victim? So that's where we get in with the acceptance ladder. Now, so when we break it down into the 5 different levels. The bottom level is curse. That's where I'm hopeless. There's nothing I can do. The universe is stacked against me. I'm defeated. I'm a victim. It's the lowest level. The next level up is it's difficult, where it's really hard. I don't like it. I don't want it. It's still tough. It's still, it's work, but at least it's not hopeless. So it's a little bit better. The next step up is it is what it is. And that's where it's not good or bad, right or wrong, fair or unfair. This is just my experience and what I'm having. The next level up is as a teacher. So what are the skills and tools that either I am learning, need to learn, or can get out of the experience? And finally, gift, which is where I'm seeing something or experiencing something that I never would have experienced before if it wasn't for this uncomfortable situation. So the idea here is that it can be any of those 5 at any given time. The question is, which perspective empowers you to move forward in the direction that you want to go? Now, I use it myself. And in my levels, these are kind of an example of how I apply them. So when I'm seeing it as a curse, I'm looking at it like I can't do this. Everything goes wrong and the pain is unbearable. I can't take this. I have no hope. The next level up is it's difficult. This is so unfair and so difficult. I hate all the tracking and work it takes me to simply get through the day. I hate this thing. Next rung up is it is what it is. It just is. This is my experience of the human condition that I need to navigate, master, and become mature in my approach with. Next level up is its teacher. This is a challenge, and I'm learning to separate myself from how I feel. What skill do I need to focus on learning so that I can have what I want? And finally, gift. When the pain and chaos subsides, I can find the beauty in simplicity. I never would appreciate things the way I do now if it wasn't for the struggles and chaos I had before. This makes me a better occupational therapist. So the idea is these are my views. This is my perspective. These are my words. And what I'm doing is I'm applying them into each of those levels. So that way, as I'm going through a situation, if it's tough, I can read this. I can go back to this to help me work through each of those levels. And again, can I go from one rung to the next rung up? Like if I'm in curse mode, don't talk to me about it being a gift. I can't see it. I won't see it. It won't be there. But I maybe could go to it's just really difficult. And then when it's really, really hard, maybe I can just get to it is what it is. So the idea is at any given time, I can look at going one rung up to help me move into a more empowering situation. Well, there you go. That's the acceptance ladder. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it helps you. Feel free to share it. And I wish you all the best. Take care.